Welcome, Capricorn. So this reading is for Capricorn, December 2025. I hope you all are doing fantastic. I'm Veronica. This is Veronica's Psychic Tarot. This is, again, our December reading. I'm repeating myself now. Let's get going here. Okay, a little bit of business. Please remember to hit that thumbs up button. Does help. Also, leave a comment. Let me know where you're watching from or anything that's going on. Does help to connect. It is nice to connect to the people that are watching. Also, personal readings are available. I have my email in the description below. Just let me know that it's a personal reading. I'll get you information on that. So let's get started here. Business is over. What do our Capricorns need to know? Okay, actually, I'm going to pull a major. I just dropped that, and I'm not going to pick it up. So, don't want to stop. Okay. Capricorn overall energy for the reading. It's the Strength card. That's odd. I just had that for Leo as well. So let's get started into the reading. We'll talk about that as we go. I'm actually going to put it right here so I can see it, and then I'll put it back up there for you. Okay. Current situation. That is the King of Swords. Present influence, or past influence, Seven of Cups. Present influence, the Empress. Okay, negative influence is, oh, Ace of Wands. Interesting. Positive. Knight of Swords. Okay, what you don't see. Ace of Pentacles. What to look for. Three of Swords. That's like a little bit of a warning there, you know, something to be aware of. Don't, don't worry too much about it. Unexpected. Ace of Swords. Challenge. King of Wands. And we've got future influence. Five of Cups. Outcome. Four of Swords. That's good. Three cards where this leads. Seven of Wands. Four of Cups. And the Hierophant. Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely something you're working on with that Strength card as the overall. Yeah, you're really like having to, there could be a little bit of a patience, but I feel like you're really kind of, well, having that Seven of Cups in the past, I mean, that's all about having a bunch of choices in front of you. And sometimes that's a hard card because there can be so many choices that it's like, I don't know what to do. And it kind of leaves you almost stuck, or it can leave you stuck. Um, the Empress and the present influence is like you're realizing that you really need to bring in something that nurtures you. So making that choice that will actually create, a more, just nurture yourself. The King of Swords, I'm curious about this. Let's clarify that King of Swords for you. King of Swords in the current situation. I'll pull, oh, there's the Queen of Swords. That's interesting. Seven of Swords and the Magician. To me, this is like totally you being in a position where you're trying to figure out a situation. So with the Seven of Cups, there's a bunch of choices that you've had in the past. And I'll clarify those as well. But the Empress is knowing that, that this is again an influence. It's that feeling that this is what I want. I want to nurture myself. And the Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, or Queen of Swords, Seven of Swords, Magician is a kind of like you wondering if you're making the right decision, if you know all of the information, if there's something here. When I see the Seven of Swords together with the Magician, I'm always like a little wary of someone, you're not having all the information, something being hidden. Doesn't mean someone's hiding it. It's just you don't might not have all of the information. And I feel like, yeah, you're really looking for it. So that's the King of Swords right now, is you're in a position of you really wanting to know everything that's happening before you make that choice. Let's see if we can look further into what that Seven of Cups is. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups, please, for our Capricorns in the past. Yeah, Four of Cups, Lovers. Okay, Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's something here about you, like, so I feel like you may have had two choices with partners, and the Four of Cups is, what do I choose? And it's almost like neither one are fitting your what you really want. You're like, but I want more, and you have choices, but you want more, and these aren't fitting with what you need. And that's again like, no, I need to take care of myself, Empress. So I'm really going to wait until I, you know, um, have that. That's what the king is saying. So the negative here is the Ace of Wands. There's something that might be driving you, and it might be passion. So I'll explain more. So yeah, you might be driven by passion. Let's take a look at that negative. So this is something that you might not even be aware of. Um, yeah, Lovers, Star, Two of Pentacles. There could be one of your choices might be just what you need, but they're not paying attention to you right now at that Two of Pentacles. Um, or you're not seeing them, excuse me. And that Ace of Wands, the reason why it's negative is because you're not seeing it, because it is like this really great, passionate feeling, especially if it comes to, like relationships and such, but you're not seeing it. So the Queen of the, sorry, it's not necessarily negative. It's negative because you're not seeing it. The Knight of Swords is in your positive energies. These are positive influences around you. There is an energy coming in, and I do feel like Knight of Swords come into a situation, um, and I feel like it's going to be really direct, like super direct and super quick, and very unexpected. Page of Swords, aha moment, celebration. Yeah, you're going to learn something here with that Knight of Swords. So there will be some kind of message that comes in that leads you to some knowledge with that Page of Swords, because it does also lead to kind of a celebration. And it makes you feel fulfilled with the Nine of Pentacles, like you're really taking care of something. So there is a feeling here that you're going to be headed in the right direction, but there is some upheaval along the way. I'm not going to lie. You've got the Five of Cups, Three of Swords here. You've got some things to be aware of. You have the Ace of Pentacles and what you don't see. Again, and it's right underneath that Ace of Wands in the negative. So there is something new out there for you. There is a new beginning. And this one would be the one that's more fitted to an earth sign like yourself, because it's grounded. It's going to last. It might not seem as passionate or as whatever, but it is something that could really last. And it feels to me like that's kind of what you're looking for. So this is what you don't see. So what is this ace? Is there anything more about this ace that we could dive into? There's that Four of Cups again, the Justice, and the Page of Wands. Yeah, it's someone like that might be really energetic, maybe even a fire sign, but yeah, this is your dreams. This is what you want. The Four of Cups, the Justice. It's also a very balanced situation for you, so it could be a really good relationship. And the Page of Wands, I feel like it could mean that there's a fire sign out there, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, but it also could be the energy of it, like allowing it to just really go. Okay, so what to look for is the Three of Swords. There's something here like making a wrong choice and then end up getting, really hurt by it, or feeling separated from something. Because the Three of Swords can also be separation, not necessarily hurt, but kind of missing somebody or something. What to look for? What is this Three of Swords? Ooh, Ten of Pentacles, Lovers, the Wheel. Okay, so for some of you, if this is a relationship and you're not sure what to choose, if there is someone out there that you're looking at, the Ten of Pentacles with the Lovers and the Wheel, there's someone might be in a position where they're still married. Now, it doesn't mean they're not separated, or there's some kind of attachment still with another person to another person. And it could be coming to an end, but you're wanting this to move forward, and it might not be able to move forward as fast as you think it should because they can't. They're attached to something else for a while. Now, it could be like divorce proceedings or waiting to move out, or, there's something that's holding it up and you want it. And that's what's making you feel sad. It's not necessarily that, there's a separation there. It's more, watch for that. So be prepared for maybe a slight pause because you need to wait for something. The Ace of Swords is in your unexpected. You are going to learn all about it here with this Ace of Swords. So Ace of Swords is about that, is about knowledge coming in, epiphanies. It is a victorious card, but sometimes it's like the absolute clarity, being articulate. And to me, when it comes in like this, it's like you are going to learn. King of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and the Judgment. Yeah, there's something here where you're waiting. Yeah, you will learn that there is like some kind of commitment happening here. And there is a fight though too. Like this isn't like easy on the person, like whoever this is that you're dealing with. They're also like getting, someone talking in their ear, trying to, get them to do whatever they want to do. So they're getting some kind of influence that may not be the best influence. And the Judgment, though, things are releasing, and you know that, and they do want a new beginning and a new start. It just may take a bit, just from the cards that I see. The King of Wands is in the Challenge, and I feel like that could be the other person. Like this is a relationship reading. I didn't think it would turn into that. King of Wands, Knight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Yeah, this is again, we're going to go back to the passion. There's something here where, this is a challenge. So it's not necessarily something you can't get through. It's just a challenge. The Knight of Cups reminds us that something like really sweet's coming in, a message or offer. And it's something that's been, festering for a while with the Eight of Pentacles, something like really putting into play here. Two of Swords is that now you have to make a decision. And I feel like there could be someone else coming in, and it's a challenge for you right now. And this King of Wands is that energy. Another fire sign, by the way. Could be. So let's get away from that. Future influence is the Five of Cups. So I want to see that this may not mean that you are disappointed, but you're worried about being disappointed. And I feel like that's what the influence is. You're worried about losing something. In the end term, and with what's happening. Is there anything else about this Five of Cups that our Capricorns need to know? Ace of Wands, Temperance, Ten of Wands. Yeah, it's got really hard. It's been really hard. Ace of Wands, trying to find that new energy. Temperance, really kind of putting things together and making things work and making things better and lively, has been really hard. And it almost feels to me with this Five of Cups is that you're worried about either giving up or losing something along the way because you've spent so much time trying to make it, trying to get this right, trying to make the relationship good. You're worried about being disappointed, which again, this is an influence. It's not what's happening. What is happening is you decide to take a step back for a hot second. The Four of Swords is in your outcome. it's time to take a break, because Three of Swords, Five of Cups, even that Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, maybe things not being completely clear, not understanding what's happening here. You have choices. You're afraid of making the wrong one. Um, Anything more about this Four of Swords? I think it's pretty clear. Magician, yeah, Six of Wands. You recognize that, yeah. So you want to wait until you are feeling much more confident with the Queen of Pentacles there as well. But you want to make sure that you recognize everything that's happening with that Magician. Six of Wands is the recognition. I want to make sure that I understand what's happening. I'm getting all of the information. Nothing's being hidden from me. I need to take that break. You're recognizing that's what you need, and you are taking back control, being in your own place. The Queen of Pentacles being that the Capricorn, a earth energy, you know, saying, I'm going to take control of this. I'm going to make this, exactly what I need, what I need out of it. So then where does this lead? It leads to the Seven of Wands, Four of Cups, and then the Hierophant. So I do feel like with the Seven of Wands, you're going to, you realize you need to wait and stand up for what you want and not settle, and take care of yourself. And back to that Empress energy, the Four of Cups is, you know, um, making sure that you keep your eyes open here. I'm going to clarify the Four of Cups, and I'm going to clarify the Hierophant, because this does seem to be a commitment, and it also could be a level up. It also could be trusting yourself. It also could be like taking time out to learn more. We got to remember that Hierophant's about learning, teaching. Tell me about the Four of Cups here for our Capricorns. Four of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Yes, yeah, you want to make sure that you realize that you have what you want as far as with what is within you. The Knight of Cups is not making any offers until you are completely recognized as well. There's something here like with that one energy that we talked, that they maybe have an attachment somewhere. Until they can fully put you in their life, you're okay with stepping back from that. And you're okay waiting for it, because I think you've decided that that's what you want. Let's look at what the Hierophant is in the final position. All this energy happens probably sometime in January. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. Tell me more about this Hierophant, please. That Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Wands again, and the Eight of Cups. Now you're okay with being alone. Nine of Pentacles is definitely a card of security and independence, and you're recognizing that you may need to just walk away from the situation. And I think that Hierophant is you taking the higher road and saying, I got to trust myself. I've got to trust the divine, the higher powers, and I think I just need to walk away from the situation. But the cool thing is that the recognition is that you can do you don't have to have someone in your life right now. There's time. That you are the most important thing, and that you need to continue to nurture yourself, and you are successful, and you're fine with being independent. So there you have it. Let's pull a advice card for you for the month of December. What do our Capricorns need to know for December? Let's see. So these are the Somnia Oracles. I do use the book on these. I do love them. They're really different. Okay, the journal. It's a really pretty card. So there's the journal. Let me find what page this is on. Yes, I have a cheat sheet. And I have cards covering my cheat sheet. 41. There's one I have written wrong, so but this isn't it. I've never pulled this card yet. This first time. And I really like it. I think it's really pretty. Reflection, dreams, manifestation, meditation, recollection, and memory. The journal encourages us to document the experiences within our inner worlds. It encourages reflection, not for the sake of perfection, but for the transformation exercise of self-expression. The journal is a work in progress, which is never complete. I like that. Constantly evolving alongside us on our journey. Through this book, we contend with the mysteries of our dreams and the messages that we are held within them. A bridge between the material spiritual world is formed through the transfer of ink to paper. We do not document our experiences, they may become lost. If we do not document our experiences, they may become lost to time, never to be recovered. By capturing our visions, we begin to uncover a narrative that underlines our experience thus far. The story that we tell may guide us into a deeper understanding of ourselves, illuminating the quiet corners of the psyche. And I think too, like if you use this in this situation, it's reminding you that taking notes and understanding what is really good for you, again, back to that Empress energy, is going to be really important. And maybe as the month goes on, documenting things that are happening will give you more clear insight to what decision to really make here with that Seven of Cups in your past. And it'll lead you into a better future. So there you have Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and take care and have a great month and a beautiful day.